Hey guys, so after the new update, I thought it would be really interesting to see how the weapons from each team compare to each other. So I decided to make this video showing off the recoil for each weapon. I will be shooting from a distance of 10 meters, first without moving the mouse at all, then trying to control the recoil, and then showing the recoil at 5 meters. For machine guns, I will be increasing that distance to 5 meters and showing off the effects of the bipod. So I want to keep this short. Let's get right to it with the Thompson and the MP40. So you can see it spreads pretty evenly vertically and towards the left after the 5th or 6th shot. The MP40 goes off to the right, and that will be the general trend amongst German weapons. And it also has a higher vertical recoil than the Thompson. Now trying to control them. As you can see, both weapons are pretty easy to control. Maybe the MP40 is a bit easier, but they're pretty much the same. Now for 5 meters. And I'm sorry I didn't find a better place to do this for the Germans, but you can always pause the video if you need to compare a bit better. Alright, now it's time for the BAR versus the STG. You can see the bar overall pulls to the left, but some of the shots go back to the right. The STG pulls to the right after the 5th or 6th shot, so you should probably stick to burst in 4 or 5 shots. You can see both weapons are fairly easy to control, but the BAR does have an advantage over the STG. So the BAR pulls slightly to the left and the STG pulls a bit more towards the right. Now it's Carbine versus Gewehr. So once again, the trend is more vertical recoil for the German weapon. Now trying to control them. And I think there's a slight advantage towards the allied weapon once again. And now the Garand versus the KAr 98. Now for the KAr, I'm just going to show the full recoil at 10 meters because it's such a slow firing weapon, it doesn't really make much sense. There's absolutely no sway left or right, so this is straight up vertical, it's really easy to control. Now this is a weird one. It goes left, then middle, then right, then middle, back again, which is certainly not what I expected. Now trying to control the Garand. And this is a really tight grouping, so it's just very easy to control. And now the MGs, starting with the Browning at 10 meters without control. As you can see, it pulls upwards and to the left, but not as much as the MG42. So the MG42 pulls much harder to the right than the Browning does to the left. And here's trying to control them. Overall, I think the advantage the MG42 has in terms of fire rate makes it much more devastating at close range. The bipod mitigates the recoil quite a bit towards the left and towards the right in both weapons. And now the pistols, starting with the Colt at 10 meters. The Colt and the Walther are pretty similar, but the Luger is just a completely different thing. It has an insane amount of vertical recoil. And now, just so the video doesn't run too long, I will just try and control each weapon, and that's gonna be it. Okay guys, as you can see, German weapons tend to have a bit more recoil and push towards the right, while most Allied weapons push towards the left. I hope you enjoyed watching this and found it helpful. I won't speculate in terms of balance what this means for each team, but if you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. As always, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you in the next one.